Hi everyone, welcome back to Miss Paula's APE activities class. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do some yoga and we're going to go on an adventure and we're going to go out on my boat, and I want everyone to bring their boats with them, and we're going to do an adventure on the ocean, and we're going to do some positions, and we're going to do some postures and poses, and we're going to move very slowly, and I want you to do the best you can. So I want you to follow along with me. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for right now, we're standing on the edge of the shoreline, and there's a lot of trees along the shoreline. And there's big trees, there's little trees, there's trees with big trunks, there's trees with lots of limbs and leaves, and it's blowing in the breeze. So we're going to take a deep breath in and enjoy the wind that's going through our hair, and we're just going to take a deep breath in, bring your arms up, and then I want you to blow out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and blow out. Now I want you to take your arms up, and I want us to pretend like these are our limbs, and we're going to sway in the wind. So I want you to lean to the side and hold it and continue to breathe. And I want you to come up, and I want you to bend to the other side and feel the breeze going past you, and continue to breathe. And then come on up and bring your limbs and your arms down. Now we're going to be like the trees, and we're going to pretend like this is a tree trunk, and we're going to try to stand on one leg. So I want you to go ahead and raise one leg up very gently and put your arms out and pretend like they're tree limbs, and I want you to try to balance and be strong while the wind's taking you. If you can't keep your foot up, you can put the foot down to maintain your balance, and I want you to try your best and just hold that. Okay, now we're going to move to the other leg, and we're going to pretend like this is the tree trunk now, and the roots are deep in the ground, and I want you to go ahead and try to lift your leg up and keep your balance. Put your arms out or put them up, and I want you to try to hold that. And then if you need to, put one toe down and hold your arms up and take a breath. And now let's bring both arms down. And now we're going to look at the trees in the distance. There's trees that are way out in the distance, so we have to get in a position to where we can use our binoculars to look at them. So I want you to spread your feet apart. And I want you to on this side, I want you to take and turn your toes that direction. And we're gonna get into a warrior pose, and we're gonna get low, and we're gonna look at the trees through the binoculars. So I'm gonna bend that front leg, and I'm gonna look out there, and I'm gonna get my binoculars on, and now I'm in a position, and I can see some really, really green trees out there. And I'm just looking through my binoculars, and I'm gazing at them. And they're blowing in the wind as well. Okay, now we're going to look in the other direction. So I'm going to turn my toes forward, and this leg, I'm going to turn the toes that direction. And I'm going to get my binoculars out, and I'm going to look out over there. Oh, there's just so many, a big line of trees out there, all different sizes. Okay, Let's go ahead and come out. Let's put our binoculars down. And keeping our feet apart, we're going to pretend like we're a windmill. And we're going to bend forward. And we're going to drop our hands down. And you're going to put both hands on the ground. And then I want you to take, and I want you to rotate one hand up and look up to the sky and hold it. Now bring that hand down. I want you to switch it out and go the other direction. Bring an arm up and look to the sky. Now put both hands down and bring your feet in to the center, and then I want you to slowly roll up. Okay, now it's time to get in our boat. So we're gonna take a deep breath in, and we're gonna raise our arms up, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive into the water. So I want you to breathe out, and we're diving into the water all the way down. And now we're in the water. Now we're gonna swim out to our boat. And let's go ahead and get in our boat and sit down and stretch your legs out. And now our paddles are down by our feet. So we're gonna have to reach down and reach for those paddles, and we're going to grab one paddle and we're going to bring it up, and you're going to place it on your leg as far as you can, either here or here, and we're going to get that paddle in the water and sit up nice and straight, and I want you to take a breath. Okay, that one's in place. So now we're going to go ahead and straighten the paddle out. And now we're going to reach down and we're going to get the other paddle. And we're going to bring it up as high as you can, and place it on your leg. And let's get that paddle in the water. And I want you to take a couple breaths and hold it. And let's go ahead and put that paddle down. Okay, both of our paddles are ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to row. We have to do 5 good rows to get out into the ocean. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to put your arms over your head and get comfortable. Now we have to reach up and we have to touch those paddles and roll it. So I want you to sit up, grab the paddles, and pull it out. And we're going to do 5 good rows. There's 1. I want you to reach up, grab your paddles, and row. That's 2. I want you to reach up, grab your paddles, and pull back, and that's 3. 2 more good rows, and we'll be out on the ocean. Reach up, touch your toes, pull those paddles back, and 4, and 1 more. I want you to reach up, reach out, touch those paddles, and pull yourself out. Now we're out in the ocean. So now it's so beautiful out here. I'm going to go ahead and stretch my back out. Since I'm lying in my boat, I'm going to bend my knees up. And I want you to do this as well. So your knees are bent, and then I want you to keep your shoulders down on the boat, and I want you to rotate your knees to one side and hold it. Now bring your knees up, and now we're going to go the other direction, and I want you to hold it and continue breathing. and bring your knees up. And it's so relaxing. I can feel gentle waves under my boat. So I'm just going to take a couple breaths. I feel something coming onto the boat. Oh, there's 3 sea crabs that are climbing onto my boat. I think they want to cross my boat and get in it. So I'm going to have to lay down and I'm going to have to make a bridge for them. So here comes the first crab. So I'm going to lift up really high. He's going to go underneath my bridge so he can get to the other side. So I'm holding it up. There's one. Okay, the second crab has to go underneath. Okay, so ready? Let's lift it up real high so the crab could go crawl under there. And bring it down. That's 2. And then I want you to, here comes the last one. I want you to lift it up and hold it. And then bring it down. Okay, I think that's it for the crabs. Alrighty. I'm so relaxed. I think I'm going to go ahead and lay down and maybe just take a nap. So let's go ahead and stretch our legs out again. I hear some voices out here. Who could that be? Oh, there's an island over there in the distance. And in front of the island, I see 2 mermaids sitting on a rock. It's the Mermaid Sisters. It's Eden and Corey. We're going to say hi to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the side and we're going to put our hands on the side and we're going to be like the mermaids and we're going to say hi to them. And so I want you to raise up. We're going to raise up. We're going to put that top leg straight. We're going to lift up our arm and we're going to say, hi, Eden. Hi, Eden. And then we're going to come back down. And now we have to say hi to Corey. So we're going to switch to the other side and we're going to side sit. And we're going to put our hands on the boat. And then we're going to lift up and you're going to put your legs straight and we're going to say, hi, Corey. It's so good to see you. And then we're going to put our hands down. That was a surprise. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sit on the ground. And we're going to relax. Try to relax again. So we're going to lay back. And just enjoy it. We're going to enjoy the water around us. We're going to enjoy the gentle waves under our back. And we're just going to observe all the beauty around us. Oh, I'm looking up and I see a huge group of butterflies coming towards us. They're yellow and they're orange. And they have really, really large wings. And their wings look like this. So I want you to let's try to be like the butterflies. So we're going to put our feet together and we're going to sit up real tall. And we're just going to watch as the butterflies go by. They're flying overhead. And continue breathing. Okay, they're gone. That was a surprise too. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our legs back. We're gonna get them back in the boat again. And now, I hear a cat. Do you hear a cat? You know what? It sounds like my cat Whiskers. Whiskers snuck on the boat. Whiskers didn't ask permission, but Whiskers snuck on the boat. So, I'm not alone out here. I've got my cat Whiskers. Now I gotta play with Whiskers. And what Whiskers likes to do is Whiskers likes to get on his hands and knees. And this is his favorite position. So now that I gotta play with Whiskers, I gotta arch my back up and I gotta look through my legs, and then I let my back drop. And then I'm gonna arch my back up for Whiskers, and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna let it drop. And then one more time, I'm gonna arch my back up. This is for you, Whiskers. And then I'm gonna let my back drop. Uh-oh. Now I see it's not only Whiskers on the boat, Rascal snuck on too. Rascal is my dog. So now I've got Whiskers and Rascal on the boat. Now I gotta play with Rascal. He's a very mischievous dog. But what he likes to do, this is how he likes to play. He likes to do the downward dog. He shows off when he does that. But what he does is he pops himself up and he gets up on his feet and he looks through his legs and he holds that position. And then he relaxes back down on his hands and knees. Okay, he wants us to do it one more time. So let's go ahead and get into the downward dog. Let's go ahead and pop that up and try to get our heels down and hold it and continue to breathe. And then bring it back down. Oh, I think I need to take a little bit of a break, so I'm going to sit back and I'm going to put my head down on the boat and I'm just going to relax and breathe. Okay, now I'm going to come back up. Now what I'm going to do, those two decided to take a nap now, so they're already relaxing. So I'm going to relax on my stomach. And I'm going to put my elbows underneath myself. And I'm just going to watch them for a little bit to make sure they don't get in any more mischief. So I want you to get into this position, and I want you just to hold it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come up, and we're going to push ourselves up, and we're going to try to be as flat as a board. So we're going to push up, and we're going to hold ourselves like a board. And I want you just to hold it and relax and breathe. And come back down. Now we're going to try that again. This time I'm only going to do it partially. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to hold it. I can bring my knees down and do a partial one, and just hold that. Okay, it's starting to get a little rough out here on the ocean. Now the waves are picking up. So I better sit back down. Make sure that I have my seatbelt on. And now the waves are starting to crash into the boat, and they're rocking me back and forth, forward and back. Now I feel like a ball rocking in my boat. Now waves are coming side to side. Now it's making me roll side to side. Okay, it's slowing down. But you know what? I think since it's starting to get a little rough out here in the ocean, we should start probably rowing back. So let's go ahead and get ready. We got to do 5 big rows to get back to shore. So I want you to, let's go ahead and lay back and straighten your legs. Put your arms overhead, and we're going to do 5 big rows. Here we go. Grab those paddles and pull them back. There's 1. There's 2. And row it back. And there's 3. And row it back. 4. And 1 more. And a big row. Oh, we just made it. Woo. Now we got to tie off our boat. Okay, now we're going to get out of it. Oh, you're not going to believe this. My friends Herman and Marlene are here. They're frogs. And I see them every time I go out on the boat and I visit with them. They're very small, so I have to get down on their level. So I want you to try this with me. I want you to get your feet apart. And I want you to put your hands down in front of you. And Herman looks like this. And Marlene has her hands together. So we're going to say hi to them. So you can put your hands down or put your hands up. I'm going to say, hi Herman. It's so good to see you. Hi Marlene, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you guys are out. It's such a beautiful day. I know that you frogs like to get out when the weather's really nice. Me too. So I'm just pulling my boat in. And so I just finished with my adventure. So I'll see you next time. And I want you to roll up. And then I want you to stand up. We're going to step out of the boat. And we're going to take a couple breaths. And we're going to blow out. And we're going to take one more breath. And we're going to blow out. Thank you so much for going on my ocean adventure with me and my 2 pets. I will look forward to seeing you next time.